I switched from the iPhone 16 Pro Max to the 16e. I think it was the right decision, and I think it's a right decision for a lot of people. So hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but let's talk about it. So when you're looking at these two phones, man, the iPhone 16e is absolutely minuscule compared to the 16 Pro Max. Now for me, like, I have always loved really small phones. I think it was a tragedy that Apple got rid of the 13 mini. Like, that was the best phone that has ever existed. And when I started this channel, I knew that I was gonna need a big phone because that's what people want. They want the biggest and the baddest and the best screen possible, but that's not necessarily what I want as my everyday driver. And so yes, the 16 Pro Max was absolutely incredible. Like, the screen is just wildly beautiful, but it's just too freaking big. So here are 5 reasons why I switched from the 16 Pro Max to the 16e. So here's the first thing: screen size is not everything. When I look at these two phones, yes, the screen of the 16 Pro Max is absolutely gorgeous. Like, there is no way to tell me that the screen on this guy is not gorgeous. Now, as you can see, I did delete everything off of it because I'm selling my 16 Pro Max, which is a big deal because I just hate when YouTubers kind of go, I'm switching over, and then they switch right back. That's not true. And so for me, I really am switching from the 16 Pro Max to the 16e. But listen, screen size is not everything. For me, as I'm looking at these two screens, yes, this is absolutely gorgeous, but it is enormous. Now, I live in Florida right now. I'm in a warm garage in Florida. And if you don't know this, when you have a bigger phone, man, and it sits in your pocket, it just gets really uncomfortable throughout the summer. And so for me, it was just really important to have a smaller phone size, especially it's not heating up in your pocket randomly. And so I think it's just so much better. Now, I know a lot of people say that they want a bigger screen so that they can watch, better YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. But for me, like, one of my main goals is to try to get less screen time. I don't love living in the constant digital obsession that everybody has. I like bringing physical books with me. I like writing in physical note papers and notebooks, and so I don't want something that's like the highest and best. It's gonna draw you in. Now, one downside I actually realized of this, I thought going to a smaller screen was gonna make me use my phone significantly less, but there are times where it's actually more convenient because it's smaller, it fits in the hand better, where I kind of want to hold on to it a little bit more. And so I'm trying to work that out in my mind, of what I want to do with this. But I have drastically been trying to downgrade from like a whole tech life to, I love technology as a great tool, but I don't want it to be the driving factor of my life. Now, for me, one fear with this screen on the 16e was that it wouldn't be a high enough quality because of how often I read my books in bed, and I like to read. I've read the entire Harry Potter series on an iPhone screen, and so it makes a lot of sense for me to want a larger screen and want a higher quality screen, but the truth of the matter is the 16e screen is it's plenty good enough for what I need it to do. I think we make a little bit too much of a deal out of the quality of something rather than the kind of functionality of it. So having a bigger phone that's gonna draw me in more and make me wanna use it more and watch more stuff, that's just not a goal for me. The next one is battery life. Man, the battery life on the 16 Pro Max is absolutely wild. Like, literally, it lasts so long. And I was worried that moving to the, less big battery size of, that's a really weird way to say that, but the smaller battery size of the 16e would actually make it where I don't have, battery that lasts throughout the whole day. It is great. It lasts the entire day. By the end of the day, I probably still have about 20-30% left, which is more than enough for me because I'm charging it every night. You crazy people out there that don't charge your phone overnight, what's going wrong with you? So battery life just hasn't been that big of a deal for me. I know that the 16 Pro Max will actually last quite a bit longer, but man, I don't care. The 16e lasts long enough for me. The next reason why I downgraded from the 16 Pro Max to the 16e is price to performance. I run a tech channel, and so I only have limited funds to buy all the new Apple products. And so if I sell this phone, I can get both the iPhone 16e and afford the new iPad. So I'll probably get around $800 or $900 for the 16 Pro Max. That just makes sense for me. And price to performance, like, I don't do anything crazy on my phone. I don't game on my phone. I know a lot of people that do game on their phones, and they need the higher refresh screen, they need the quality of the screen, all that. That's fine, but that's not me. And so for me, price to performance, I would rather go with less performance and a better price. Now, there are some downsides to the 16e, but that's gonna be my next video. It's not enough of a downside to make me switch back to the 16 Pro Max. Like I said, I am selling it, but if you wanna see that, go ahead and sub to the channel. Now, the next big reason that I switched to the 16e was actually MagSafe, which kind of sounds ridiculous because it doesn't have MagSafe, but what kept me from thinking about using this as my main phone was the fact that I thought that MagSafe wouldn't work on this at all, but all you need to do is get a MagSafe case and then it works completely fine. Like, I charge every single night on a Qi charger, and all you gotta do is put on a MagSafe case. I have a MagSafe wallet around here that I use every day, And so that's actually one of the reasons why I switched, because you can find a case that works and it's just the same exact functionality as an iPhone 16 Pro Max with a case on it. So don't let the fact that this doesn't have MagSafe steer you away from it. You're probably gonna use a case on your phone anyways, so it doesn't matter. Now, another reason why I switched to the 16E is it actually makes it easier for me to upgrade more often. Like I said, I have a tech channel, and so I'm gonna be buying the Pro Maxes, but I'm gonna get the base model, whereas the 16E, I can bump up the storage a little bit, and it makes it so that every probably 2 to 3 years I can upgrade, and it's not really that much of a financial hit. And so that's just talking about my daily driver phone. Yes, I will always be getting these and testing these out. It's just part of the gig, but as my daily driver, what I'm taking out with my kids and all that, it's gonna be my go-to. Now, like I said, there are downsides to the 16E. That is my next video. Sub to the channel, like this one if you found it helpful, and if you wanna find out more of my thoughts about the 16E and why you should buy it, go ahead and click this video right here. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in the next one.